Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. We're back to Satisfactory. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys. Uh, we're back to Satisfactory, which we're gonna be. Oh, you're right. The camera needs to be on the other side. We're gonna be cranking through some Satisfactory today. I forgot to tell you guys. I actually did some off-camera Satisfactory work, like I said that I would. Because of how long we were waiting for the like steel to happen. To like compile so that we could get everything set up in our new bus. I did that off camera. So the only things that I did off camera is I changed our blueprint. I labeled every row. And I changed our blueprint to include these labels. And then I hooked everything up with tier 4 Mark 4 belt. So everything is now fed into the vertical bus. So this thing should be ready to build upwards now. Why is this thing? That was weird. Lagging. Why is that doing that? Oh boy. That seems like I don't like how it's flashing. Uh-oh. So now that that's done, last we left off, we were kind of messing with trains. But what do I want to get up to today? I want to... I don't honestly know. I think trains could be fun. I also think we could go ahead and mess with our fuel. Like, make a fuel power system over by the oil. We're pretty good on power, but I do think I'm going to need to do that when I need to bring coal products back. So I guess the easiest thing we could do is just build a truck. I don't know. What do we want to get? What do I want to get up to today? Build a fucking truck, dude. Press E to drive truck. Let's drive the fuck. Oh boy. Let's drive the fucking truck. I didn't put any fuel in it. This looks like a real factory now. Thank you. It's getting there. If fuel is in there, I don't remember. If fuel is in there. Oh, there it is. There's the fuel. Am I about to get stuck? Is my first action as a truck driver going to be to get my truck stuck? There we go. Thanks, Ann. I feel good about the factory. I need... Oh, boy. We have lots we need to do, but I feel pretty good about the factory. Get me out here in the open air when I can drive around. Don't run into the hole in the ground. Oh, shit. All right, we're zooming. Oh, boy. Burble, thanks so much for the follow. I just keep getting stuck on shit. I don't think I like this truck. My first trip with a tractor was driving straight into a chasm with poison gas and stingers. Change camera. Oh. Oh my god. I hate that it doesn't break trees. I wish it broke trees. If I hit a tree, like a little bush, with this thing, it should be dead. Ah, fuck. I suck at driving. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to deconstruct this, and we're never going to make one again. We're going to immediately remove it from our list. We've answered the question, which is that trucks are not for me. Done. Question answered. Solved that. So, we have our whole train system sort of waiting to be made. And I have some thoughts on that. And then we have our fuel power. So maybe what we'll do is we'll build stuff on the way over to a... I feel like the lighting looks different in this game right now. I don't know if the game got an update or something, but on the way to getting oil set up. So here's my thought. 75 kilometers an hour is surely fast enough to destroy that small tree. That's what I'm saying. Here's my thought. I've been thinking, we talked a lot about our like train systems. I've been thinking that I don't think it's a good design, but I do think it would be fun to try a smart splitter like filtering system. So I'm probably not going to do it because I think it would not be a good solution. But I am interested in the idea of it, so I am going to talk through it real quick. So like say this is our like output from the from one train station where stuff is inbound. Like we'd name this train station inbound. And then no matter what material we go get in the wide world, we bring it to this stop, we unload it, and we filter everything through smart splitters. There's a lot of downsides to this idea, plenty, including the minute a belt gets backed up, this whole thing breaks. But we could, for instance, say straight is any undefined, I think. Any or any undefined. And then left, we could do like, for instance, if item 1 is like Caterium and item 2 is like coal, then we've split Caterium and coal off, and then we just throw another one like right here when we have another AI limiter. And then we split 2 things off, and we split 2 things off. I really don't think that's a good solution. Oh, shit. Are we really full of stuff already? But it's a solution. Speaking of being full of stuff, we're just going to delete that. Okay. I think it could be neat, and it would teach us how to use smart splitters, but I don't really want to do it. So we're not going to do it. And we'll just leave it at that. I feel like belt speed could be a problem. Sidon fan 789. Oh my god. Breath of the Wild fan. Hello. Yeah, I think it could be. Do that. Get ourselves a little bit of space. I feel like the visuals in this game are different. Does anyone know? Front seat question. Does anyone know if Satisfactory got like a visual update in the last couple weeks? I feel like it's bright. No, I don't know. So if we're not going to do that, because we probably should not. I don't think we can like vertically stack train stations in a way that would make sense. Like I might be able to like put a platform up here, put another train station on top of it. We're going to have a vertically stacked bus, so maybe doing that here could make sense. But like, actually, just real quick, what would that look like? Real quick, what would that look like? Probably need to do like this. Don't think it had any updates. Weird. Between that one building just like looking a little funny and my my game seeming bright, I just feel like maybe I felt like maybe I missed something. Basically, we could chuck more of these here. And then if we did that, we would need to have whatever line we're running, like whatever line we're using. This is the part of it that seems complex. You have to go like... This is going to look so funny. Nope. How do I... Okay, well, this is going to look ugly. Why does it spin? Why does it not spin? Basically like this. God, this is so ugly. Designed better. Designed better for sure. And you'd have to stack vertically. The problem with that is you'd have to start further and further back every single time you wanted to make a vertical stack. I don't know. It seems insane. Basically, I'm walking through why I don't think this is a good idea. So I feel good about that being a terrible idea. But otherwise, we need to take up. We're gonna have to take up like a whole bunch of real estate here. So, like, if we're not gonna do it that way, then we're gonna have to lay it out horizontally and just add one train station at a time. And to do that means a whole bunch of space. If we're gonna have like a, you know, a vertical belt where everything, vertical bus where everything gets brought to one central location. So. Elle messed with your monitor settings is a prank. I wouldn't put it past her. She's such a prankster. And the other thing about this is that if we're gonna launch them like if we're gonna bring a bunch of these sideways, we're also still gonna have to, like, these things don't curve very well, you know? I don't know what the exact lineup is gonna have to be, but to bring things in line with this, it's still gonna be, you know. Oh, here's the other problem. It's not a huge problem, because I think we'd probably just go down. But if we build another train station here, basically I'm trying to future-proof this shit. If we put another train station like right here, then the belt has to go somewhere. Probably down, and then over to the stuff. But you know? But still, it's a problem to consider. And then they're all gonna have to, line back up and go out. Oh boy. Starting to get very stressed about how much this is gonna take, but that's okay. That's okay. On the plus side, we're gonna need 1 million foundation. Can you build a living quarter in this game, or is it all factory? They provide you, the company provides you with a living quarter. And I think if I were to spend any of my actual resources on a living quarter, the company would consider firing me, because is a living quarter really going to like help the factory grow? No. And if it doesn't help the factory grow, then frankly, why the fuck are we doing it? You know? No, I'm sure you can, I'm sure you could like role play that you're building a building for your living, but there's no, you can't like unlock a hearth or like a kitchenette or anything like that as far as I know. I don't think so. At least not yet. Everything has a very factory, industrial purpose. Industrial is the word I was looking for. Imagine if Ada was monitoring you for efficiency and penalizing you. That would be absolute agony. I don't know. I'm all for doing whatever it takes to give Ada more voice lines, even if that means I get punished. Speaking of which, we have changed all of our alerts to be Ada themed. By the way, that's how much I love Ada. There is always the hub. I just don't know if you can upgrade it anymore. I get a very nice company provided living situation. Okay, so we need to do some more science today. And that science is if we were to build another one of these freight platforms right here. Oh shit, chat. What is the ratio that we learned last time 1 to 4? Is it 1 locomotive to 4 freight trains? Is that correct? 1 to 4? Yes or no? Front seat question, just asking a yes or a no. Iculos is about to get banned for... No, I'm just kidding. Perfect, thank you. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was 1 to 4 or 2 to 4. 1 to 4. I think that means we should do... Excuse me, sorry. Choked on my spit. Hi, Formy, how's it going? I'm kind of considering leaving it at 1-2 because here's the thing. If we build it 1-4, we have to... We lose... Oh, God, I can't even talk about this without getting... I need to be way up high in the air to make this work. All of a sudden, we have a length problem, which is not a problem that I'm very used to having. Long story short, the longer we build each individual train, the farther this way we have to go before we split the track. And so, like, right here, for instance, this is going to be very weird. It takes... Oh, boy. I don't know how to do this. Okay, we're, like, in the middle of this one. So what's a perfect 45-degree angle? Like there? Probably that, right? Okay, so then if we connect to it again, to get back to straight, kind of the shortest we can do it in is like right there or there. I can't tell. So each one of these curves takes vaguely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 to 6 squares of space. Of course, we didn't actually shove it over far enough because what we need is like this, like right, like there, probably. Because that gives us enough room to drop it down. So, ah, shit, I didn't actually build it. Formy's just trying to stay busy this week. I love it. I love it. Best of luck with that. So I think, I don't know, maybe 1-2 is frankly too small of a ratio for trains. But I think it would make them... I think it would make designing the line a little bit nicer, like the actual train line. I think it will mean that our trains have to run a little bit more often, but I don't know. We could always do like 1-3 as well. How bad is this? Let's throw the buildings here first. See what we got to do. I worked yesterday from 6:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. I only have one thing to say about that, which is that I'm so sorry. That sounds terrible. Okay, so this one started on a line, which I like. We're going to try and be good about this. My options here are go all the way over to here. Let's try it. It's not a lot of room. We probably need these like right here. Can I do this? Can I go boom, boom? It appears so. And then I'll need to do another one like right there. And I need to go like... boom. Oh my god. Are we kind of cooking? Wait, that's kind of amazing. Wait a second. Kind of nice? It's not a lot of space between the stations, but that's actually for the better, because then I can... I guess the next question is, can I go from here? Probably not. That says it will. It also says it clips a little bit, but... that seems really kind of like sharp angles, but it says it'll work. Cocaine, lol. Then we need to do... I don't know where we build our next one off of, but... oh, shit, that doesn't work because I didn't include another thing. How many stations do you want? For now, I just want the ability to design as many stations as I will ever need. I don't know how many that will be, but if we're going to put our vertical bus here, everything is going to come right here. So however many I may need, which might be 10, might be 20, might be 100. Could be more than 100. So now our rail is definitely not going to work there. Man, I just love putting my brain to the test in this game. I wish I could just pick a starting spot like right here. I certainly cannot. So if we went like right here, there's no way that works. Railroad track turns too sharply. Instead, we got to go like... I wonder if I should do like one of these every 2, just so that I can always build a... probably not every 2, probably like every 3. Can always build a line off, right? Like this one should work. Okay, so if that one works, let's do this one. This one is the one that won't, right? Correct. God, I have no idea if anything I'm saying makes any sense, by the way. Hi, Siege. How you doing? Okay, so that's one. And then say we got to do another one. And I'm not saying we got to... this isn't theoretical. We're going to have to do another one. All of these are very real. I'm a little nervous I'm going to run into a, like... a spot out here where they won't let me build. I'm watching this not understanding anything, but that's probably a me problem. You know Ikelos. He never understands anything. No. Okay, so... I just don't want to basically build my first train and then realize I've utterly fucked myself for the next... every single station from there on out, you know? Doing well, just trying to get my life in order. What's that mean? What's that look like today? Or what's that mean today? Oh my God, did I place that perfectly? Hell yeah, brother. Oh wait, I've been building 3 of these every time. So maybe we should do 1 and 3. 1 and 3? 1 and 3? But if I'm doing 1 and 3, shouldn't I just do 1 and 4? I don't know. I don't know. Missing plastic? Uh-oh. All right. Or here, well, here's what we'll do. We'll just take the plastic from that and then make a couple more. It doesn't actually have to work. I'm just doing the outline here. Because all I want to really do is see how this works. Hell yeah, speeds. Speeds. Hell yeah, siege. Oh, my bad. I said speeds. I confused you with the other New York City. Oh, railroad is too long. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, what's the right call then for how I connect it? Fuck if I know. It's probably just gonna look ugly. How do I make it look nice? Probably want whatever is a 45-degree angle, but then it just takes up a bunch of room. I don't know that I do want a 45-degree angle. 45-degree angle means it takes up more space. Oh boy, there's no way to make this pretty. That is probably what I want. What the answer is, I want it to go from the nearest spot. The thing I did not do here, by the way, is I did not build into this any waiting stations. NS would not be proud looking at this. Wait, who's NS? Are you saying Ryan is making things complicated? Hey, to be fucking fair, I overcomplicate things. One of those things that I overcomplicate is not a complicated factory game. I do overcomplicate things. I'll own up to it. There's no way in hell my problem in Satisfactory and complicated factory games is overcomplicating it. My problem in factory games is undercomplicating complicated things. I think, probably. Okay, so here's the question. Is that better? Or do we want to go off farther and leave space for loading stations, basically? Like, basically let them wait in line. Depends on if we want... So basically, if we want more than... Do we got to break out paint? Let's do it. Let's break out paint. So here's the deal, chat. We'll use gray for our track. Here... Oh man, my computer's like lagging. Stream doing okay? Why my computer lag so much? So here's kind of the issue we're running into, or the thing we're doing. This is kind of weird. I'm drawing with lag, latency. Here is where we want to unload stuff. We need multiple of those. We need a bunch of them. These are unloading stations. We are running every single thing on every single train is coming in on these. This line. It goes out into perpetuity. Every single train will be coming back on this track eventually. But ignore that for now because we have to ignore it. Here's the thing. We can either split off super close and then go. But then if we have a train that's coming into red and it wants to get right here, it's got, oh my God. This is actually insane to try and do with so much lag. I don't know why paint does not want to run. It's got like 3 cars on it, right? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. And it can sit right here. However, if there is a second red train and it wants to go here, If we have 2 trains running, for instance, iron or whatever this is, and that train cannot get there, then where it will set is right here. So if we design it the way it currently looks, we are limited to 1 train per station. There is a nice solution to this problem that looks like this. Instead of cutting off... Oh, boy. Instead of going off as close to the thing as possible... What was I fucking using? Was I using the brush? You just go and then doing it like this. Instead, you go way out here. And then every time there's room for 1 train plus another train waiting. And this line stays clear. Then the next thing we need to figure out is this. How we bring them all together. Because we need to eventually get back to... Oh, boy. This is so laggy that I can't use paint. Okay, never mind. We need to figure out basically how to merge them all up. I can't use paint. It's so laggy. I've seen Ryan easily do things in games that I struggled so hard with. On the flip side, I've seen him struggle so hard on other things that were fairly quite simple to me. I find it really funny. Isn't that kind of like... I think some people get that into their brains real easy and real simple right from the get-go. They're like, hey, some people are going to have trouble with the things you find easy, and they're going to excel on some of the things you find difficult. I find that like a rather like elementary and like central like tenet of life, right? I also find people every single day on YouTube who cannot seem to get their heads around that fact. So on the one hand, I'm like, huh, I get it. I think most people get it. Comment section is not very smart. No, that's mean. Plenty of people in the comment sections are smart. Occasionally, relatively regularly, you run into people who it's like, you mean to tell me the game you've been playing for 20 years, you understand and I don't because I picked it up for the first time and it's a blind playthrough? Interesting. Weird. Never would have occurred to me. You mean to tell me that in everyday life you don't find certain things easy and the people around you surprise you with the things that they find easy? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. What we're doing right now is we're playing with Lincoln Logs for the first time. I need to get an understanding of how the Lincoln Logs best go together before I can decide how I want them to go together. The sharpest turn we can do is like right here, right? That also goes 90 degrees. It's like right there. Nope, right. That's 90 degrees. How do we want to do this? Do I want to bring them all together, then go 90 degrees? Probably. This is Brio trains, not logs. That's a great point. But we're Lincoln Logs would be easier. I like how people say you should think about it like a game. It's not real life. And then the next episodes are like, this game can do so much more than you would think, right? It is funny. It is funny. It's just funny to me. Like, I don't know. To me, one of the things you do the most in life is try to remind yourself. I don't know. If you're like me, one of the things you do the most in life when you're at the grocery store, when you are in your relationship with your partner, when you are having a conversation with a person whom you love but do not agree with on something as simple as like, are scrambled eggs better than poached? Like, the masturbate? No, not. A lot of us do that pretty often, but that's not what I meant. What I meant was empathize. What I meant is remember that like central fact of consciousness, which is that like the people around you have utterly different and utterly unique, like they are utterly themselves inside of their own brains in ways that you will never wrap your head around and frankly cannot. Like, you can try, but you just can't get there. Like, to me, that's like the central fact. That's like one of the most central things of life is like, you're gonna have like, and it's a great thing, but it's like people are so different than you. And they conceive of the world in ways you never could, basically. And then in a video game, when you make a decision that somebody else could never make, they're like, I could never make that decision, and you're wrong for it. And I'm like, okay, well, I agree with you on part one. I don't know. I love how quickly you said masturbate, Ikelos. That was amazing. Interesting. I don't know. I got confused once you said the supermarket thing. I don't know how to do this. Train system is weird. I kind of wish I could zoom out a lot and see it from up in the sky, but to do that, I think I have to build a tall-ass fucking ladder. We could do that. Let's build a ladder. Fuck it. Ladder, which is like here. Incredible timing, Ikelos. We're doing the Stairway to Heaven thing again, chat. So here's the problem. If we have 10 of these going that way, and all of a sudden we need to bring them all right back to here and then spin it around in order to go back the other direction, that is a pain in the ass. It's a big pain in the ass. Because it's going to take us forever to get back to in line with this thing going the other way. It's possible what we need to do here is instead just go here and keep it on this side. I mean, it kind of makes sense. There's no problem. It frankly just makes too much sense to do it that way. Maybe we should do it that way. To do that, I have to reroute some shit because like we have to take everything and move it that way, which sucks, but that's fine. This is my own theory based on no science at all, but I always feel like writers can empathize more easily because as a writer, it's basically all you do, crawl into other people's skins and imagine how they feel. I'll take it a step further. I think it's the central skill of reading. I think writers probably have like some either advantage on it or at least some extra practice on it. I also think it's I think it is reading. I think reading is the idea of crawling inside of another consciousness and inhabiting it for a while. And I think it's one of the reasons reading is so important. I think different brains have different natural grasps at that. I think it's also a muscle. I don't know if you saw this. There were 400 people in general chat asking if you could play more chess. That's a weird way to say 3, but... I did see that. It's a really weird way to say 3 people. I want to have a grasp on this system before I make any decisions that utterly screw me up later. I think we do this to the outside. I think that's fine. I think we need to move everything over 1, and then our return track is going to... So we're going to have like a drive on the left situation. left side outbound, and then you'll come in on the right. Then it'll go off that way a million times to get train stations, and then it'll all gather back together like here, and then come around in a circle. The gathering back together should not be a problem. Probably. Depending on how we like signal things. Probably. Typo, I guess. I would like to play chess again. Yeah, for sure. I'm very out of practice right now, I'll tell you that much. FICSIT. Short-term solutions to long-term problems. I just feel like getting a really robust train system up and running could be like one of the most like future-friendly and like future-proofing things in the game. Oh, one thing we should do, I don't know if we've done this yet, is remove all of our resources from here. Because our Fixma stuff is done. And we have a ton of like factory improving resources just sitting out here that we don't want. Summer sloops and power shards. Okay, I like this solution. I think we're like rough drafting it, right? We're writing first drafts of a terrible novel, and then we're immediately noticing the problems and trying to fix it. Actually, we're not even writing the novel. We're just we're drafting the novel, realizing we have structural issues, and then deciding to to undo it. Path signal and block signal. I really need this fucking researched. Do I completely change gears here? Okay, so we need research, signaling, because I think we do. I think we're going to completely change tact here, because I want to research signaling before I design a train system that works with signals, because otherwise I will fuck it up. Research signaling, which requires making computers, I think, and having it on the belt, having it on the bus. Signaling requires 50 computers, steel pipe, and copper sheets we can chuck in here. We can just do that now. No, we shouldn't do that now. What we should do is go make the thing. All right, let's put computers on the thing. So computers are... Sorry, I need to go O for codex. Here for computer. Computers are made... Oh, boy. With plastic. And cable. And circuit boards, which also require plastic. Okay. So we need circuit boards first. This game has better movement mechanics than it has any right to. Absolutely. Absolutely. This game was a platformer. I'm sure somebody has built a like modded... Oh, I don't know. Have they? Has somebody built like a modded parkour map in this game? Do they wait, hold up. Front seat question. Do they have modded maps in this game? That'd be awesome. We're going to set this all up, and we're not going to have the plastic to feed it, so we're going to have to hand feed it plastic for now. Not that I'm aware of. Sounds like a thing that should be a thing. Somebody says yes. Okay. I was like, I feel like they have to have made modded maps in this game, right? Just a void world. You can make a parkour map. Okay, we'll leave it all there for now. We'll come get it later. Our inventory is sketch. We should probably also just move all this shit over there eventually. seen at least one person make a Subway Surfer type minigame. That's funny. We should play a parkour map after we're done playing this game. Subway Surfer. That's funny. Okay. This is good. It's like I took a couple week break from I took a couple week break from this game, meaning I basically took a couple week break from my relationship, and I came back and I was like, oh my god, I know what all of our problems are. We don't communicate. Right over here somewhere, we're gonna put a like our like hub situation. Probably like right there. And then our train station is basically we're driving on the wrong side of the road. And here we need to make circuit boards, which are plastic and copper sheet, and that's it. And copper sheet should be on the motherfucking belt. Bus. Copper sheet won't be on the bus because I make it locally. Never mind. Copper ingot is number 9. Okay. Well, should we do it right here? Maybe step. Oh, here's an idea. Maybe floor 1 can be our hub. Floor 1 is our porn hub. Sorry, is our hub. Slash ma'am slash etc. These lights are so bright. Holy shit. That part I can tell you. Uh-oh. Something's mad at me. Hello. Everything's so washed out. The power of Christmas compels you. There is copper directly underneath us. So, we should check what happens if we put a miner here. God, this coloring is kind of ugly. It's going to get in the way, but how in the way is it going to get? Is it going to get enough in the way that I... Invalid placement. Oh, because I need to break this thing. Duh. Tom. Okay. Miner. Probably a miner. What? So now that we've done that. Oh yeah, that's gonna be right in the way. Okay, cool. So this can all go. Do you guys think Kendrick won the beef, or what do you... Do this. Do I have this copper marked? Dismantle crate. Oh, shit. Hi, Freya. Yo, hello.
Hey, lovely people. Leland Hart.
Leland Hart. Hello. How are you? My shit is too full. My inventory is what I mean, not my shit. How are you, Freya? Thanks so much for the 23 months of tier 3 subscribed. Holy cow. Who, what? Kendrick? And Drake? The beef? Please tell me you know what the beef is. Please tell me, Ikelos, that you know what the beef is. Please tell me. I need to empty my inventory for good, but here I am. Just Picking small pieces away. I know Drake, but not the beef or the other name. Ladies and gentlemen, we found them. The last person who doesn't know about the beef. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of explaining this to you. I'm going to enjoy, and you probably do know it. You just probably don't know that you know it. So, you're familiar with American football, the sport, not the band. Beef explainer incoming. So last summer, there was a very popular song on the radio that was released as like song 7 in a beef, in exchange between two rappers writing diss tracks at one another. I don't know if you're familiar with a diss track or with rap beef, but what happens is two artists will pick a fight with each other. They'll take turns, or they'll just release songs dissing the other person. You're probably familiar with all of this. I'm not trying to patronize you. I'm just trying to hit it from the very beginning, trying to build a good foundation we can build upon. Drake, Canadian rapper. Starred in Degrassi. Kendrick Lamar, American rapper. Grammy award-winning To Pimp a Butterfly is one of the greatest albums of all time. That's the beef. I never listened to any beef song. First off, you probably never heard any of the Kendrick shit because no one heard any of the Drake shit because no one heard any of the Drake shit because none of it was important or good. People, barely pay attention to the beef. That's fine. The beef was dumb. The beef was not important. The beef was, I don't know. Sometimes rappers manufacture this thing as a way to just sort of get your attention, etc. We have a chance to make this all look really nice. And we're going to take that chance, chat. Then, however, so that's... It's an invisible box. It's no longer invisible. We solved it. That's the beef. They're going back and forth. They're releasing songs. Kendrick drops a song called Not Like Us, which for all intents and purposes ends the beef. Because it is an immediate and enormous hit. It is an amazing song. It levels some pretty serious allegations at Drake, including referencing the Millie Bobby Brown stuff, which you may not be familiar with. Straight up, 4 minutes of savagery. It's one of the most savage songs of all time, and it is also a fucking bop. This is not an exaggeration because it's a literal quote. Calls Drake a pedophile. Including one of the hardest bars of any diss track ever. Says that Drake is trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. People determined last summer that Kendrick wins the beef because of that line alone, frankly. And because Drake songs are like, they're fine. But the beef is settled because Kendrick is winning. Then the reason I bring it up again recently is because Kendrick performed at the Super Bowl and performed that song on live television, directly looking into the camera, as he said, "Say, Drake, I hear you like them young." He also won some Grammys. So the beef is won, basically. That's the beef. The beef is won. Kendrick wins the beef.
Yeah, Kendrick won.
Yeah, just a little bit. Hi, LaFluffy, how's it going? Just a little bit. You can only have one of these, right? Yeah, so we need to go break down our other hub. We've got this here. We need an awesome shop and an awesome sink, I think. Missing some screws to make that happen. That's okay. How about an awesome sink? You could build one of those for free, right? So I'm thinking what we do here is we chuck this like here. That's too close, actually. Chuck this like here. We're going to chuck a trash can. It's an organization. Industrial storage trash can like there. Put a Mark IV belt between this and this. Make it straight. This is our trash can, so if we ever need to dump stuff, we just run over here. We chuck shit in here. It goes into there. It gets us points. We chuck the special awesome shop probably around like here when we get it done. That gives us a good start. We've got a good storage system here. We can keep building a couple more. These ones I think I can actually just like customize in ways that are fun. So we can, and we can frankly, fuck it. Let's like label them and stuff. We got signs now. Oh my God. Can I put any of these on the floor? I don't think so. Square sign is bad. That's tiny. Yeah, thoughts? I think that's going to be amazing. I saw a post that was like, damn, Drake is the first person to lose the Super Bowl halftime show. Thanks for the quick guide to the beef. I don't think I missed it by not knowing. I mean, you missed one of the greatest songs of last year, but yeah. Is Kendrick now the best rapper in the world, or is it still Eminem? Oh, honey. Oh, Aikilos. I love you. I love you. Kendrick isn't even in the top 50? Formy's off their fucking mind, and Eminem was never #1. Is this the answer to your question? What do you mean? Kendrick isn't even in the top 50? Oh boy. Never have I ever seen two so wrong comments made by two separate people on two separate ends of the spectrum. I'm no expert. Kendrick isn't in the top 50 might be worse than is Eminem still #1? Oh, that's funny. I don't know. Eminem might have been #1 for a period of the early thousands. You know what? I think you could make a hell of a case that Eminem is the top rapper of the early thousands. Of some part of the early thousands. God, for me, who would you put at number? Who's in your top? Who's in the top 5 then? If Kendrick isn't in the top 50, I gotta know what your reference, what your thing is here. Okay, so this is. Oh, okay. Oops, we are gonna need to do that, but not quite yet. I also wonder if it's gonna break this whole. We probably don't want to break the hub until this part is done. I don't know if it'll release the stuff yet or not. Ah, shit, I should have put a, okay, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Oh, we also need to make an equipment workshop. Okay, we'll need to make an equipment workshop over there. We're going to move this part of the starter base. The starter base in general will stay up, but we're going to move all of this. Hawk Nos, Biggie M, probably Jay-Z after that. So what number would you put Kendrick? I'm here for your list so far, but Kendrick not in the top 50. Is something. So Formy is just not a fan of Kendrick, is what I'm hearing. So just an adamant, like, not Kendrick fan. Can I ask a question? Is Drake in your top 50? Because maybe we've located the central issue here. Maybe we've located the central issue here. Maybe Drake's in Formy's top 10, and all of a sudden, because of some recent beef, that's why Kendrick isn't in the top 10. Then maybe we've located the issue here. Didn't gift a sub and redeem a sub used to cost the same? Nah, they've never. I don't think they ever have. They are. The generous one is a Like doing it for somebody else is cheaper. I used to have a storage container right here that I only used for my stuff. This one's empty, so we'll just do this. Store all. And then we'll go tear this stuff down. We'll go get him. Logic, is he in the top somewhere? Logic is probably in the top 50. Logic is probably in the top. I don't know. I can't name 50 rappers, I'll be honest with you. But I can't think of many rappers I'd put below Logic. Not because I don't like Logic, but just because I don't know that that's anywhere particularly near the top. There's not a lot of modern rap artists that I listen to. I mean, that I could have told you from your list. I could have told you from your list that modern rap was not going to be on your list of modern rappers were not going to be anywhere on your list of preferences. Okay, we're going to see if I can remember to put these all in the correct order when I get over there. It's going to be real interesting. What about Lil Dicky? I'm not laughing at you, I promise. I'm laughing. Those are some great references. I don't know. Okay, you're correct. You have provided me with a list of somebody who is below Logic. So I stand corrected. I can't think of somebody who probably goes beneath Logic. Listen, I got no room to talk. One of my favorite artists of the last couple years is fucking Chance the Rapper. He's not in anybody's top 50 anymore. I'll tell you that much. Listen, I got no room to talk. I ain't here to shit talk. I have a deep and abiding love for Chance the Rapper that does not hold up in recent years. And so still line up really well. Nice. Okay, so we need to chuck both of these out and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the organics. We're organizing, chat. We are organizing. These are the let's go grass. No, let's go like not grass, it's leaves first off. And we'll call this one organics. Done. Dope. This one goes with, it started here. 1, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, not that. Yeah, that. We can probably keep the motor out though. This one is like ammo. We're gonna say ammo, but this is a bad. That's a bad title for now. We'll switch that later. I'm trying to think. The problem here is that you've raised a super interesting question, which is not like what's the objective, because I don't know that there is one, but like what's the there's a million different ways to phrase it too. Is it greatest rappers alive? I don't think so. Is it who are the greatest rappers right now? What's that mean? Top 5 rappers all time? What's the answer? What's my answer? And I don't exactly know. I'll tell you who's on my list for top 5 greatest. Oh boy, here's the problem. Oh man, I'm immediately running into issues here. I think Kendrick is certainly in the running for it. I don't know that he's top 5, but I think he's certainly in the running. Eminem brought the most people to the space, but I'm very uncultured in rap. I'll be the first to say it. I think there is a great case. I think you can make a really good case for Eminem being top 5 all time, truly. That said, I don't think he's anywhere near number 1 right now. So these can all go there. What did we call this? That's like ores? This is like... We're going to call this one magic. That's what this is. This is magic, and it's going to be Summer Sloop. Because these are the items that are like truly... Oh, shit. Magiv. Truly magic. You open it up to a bunch of teenage white kids, me being one of those white kids. Oh boy, raise your hand in the chat, and it's a bunch of chat. We need to be very upfront and honest about the conversation we're having right here.
26 months, wow. Didn't think I would stick that long with this dingus Lilin
Okay,
partner.
all right. Hi, Ella. Thanks for the 26 months. We'll call this one materials, and then we'll put like plastic. I don't even know. It'll be like oil. I don't fucking know. Can? What's that thing? This? That's not even the right item. Hi, Elo. Getting a dingus in there? We got a dingus in there. Definitely one of the top in terms of influence, if not necessarily in ability. Eminem. Here's the thing with Eminem. Here's the thing that I think is interesting for Eminem. I think he's actually probably... You can certainly make an argument, and I would maybe make the argument that he's top in influence or close to top in influence, at least in terms of like Minecraft is top of influence, right? Like Eminem is to Minecraft. Like everyone knows, if anyone in the world knows 1 to 2 rap songs, they know 1 to 2 Eminem rap songs. I also think Eminem, in terms of skill, in terms of one specific avenue of skill, might even have, like, if we're looking at his skill sheet and there's like 10 skills listed, he's probably got 2 skills that are like 9 to 10. Like, he has a very specific and very, and I would say incredible, handle on like language and cadence and like rhyming. I don't think he is the most lyrical, which is where I would put Kendrick at a honest to God 12 out of 10. And I frankly don't think Eminem has, and I think you have, I would say personally, and I know nothing on this topic, to be absolutely clear about how much I know on this topic, 0. I would say Eminem probably has about a 2 or a 3 out of 10 in terms of importance to, like, the rap genre, to me, has a, like, heart and soul tied to history in it that I think Eminem is probably a 2 out of 10 in terms of importance on it. I don't think Eminem would disagree with me. Like, if he was here, which he's not, I don't think he would disagree. I'm not into a lot of rap, since there's a lot to keep track of. There's a lot of references I don't get. Absolutely. I think the best way to put it is that the rap I listened to the most was White Walls. What a surprise guess that would be, though, would trot out Eminem. Okay, and then here we probably have just like, I don't know. This one is just temp. Plastic. This is an unimportant thing we're doing here, so I'm going to try not to spend too much time on it, but we'll chuck all that in there. Not that. Sort. Sorry, sort. I didn't mean to sort the other shit. Organics, I feel really good about. Ammo? I feel good about. Magic, I feel good about. These are extra ores that we randomly have a couple of that we were like compiling as we went. I think both of the silicas can go in there. I think this, we'll call it ores / mats. It's not even right, and we'll switch this to like sulfur. It's like, it's the random leftover that we maybe needed for research, which we certainly don't need anymore. And then this one is probably like, I don't fucking know, dude. Fabric probably should go in. Materials is the wrong word. What should we call this? Boy, I don't know. I think Eminem is more influential than you give him credit for. I said he was the Minecraft of rappers. I think that's about as influential as you get. He's a pretty incredible lyricist. Influenced a lot of rappers today, including Kendrick. I don't know that lyricism is the skill I would give Eminem better than a like 5 or 6 out of 10. I think wildly influential. I don't think lyricism in particular is what I would give him. I don't know. Maybe. Didn't hear that Minecraft comment? You're good. You're good. Yeah. I mean, I think he's wildly influential. I don't know that. My top 5 is probably like in the conversation for the top 5, I think. Unfortunately, I do kind of have a couple agreements with Formy here, which goes against my point of absolutely dragging. I have to answer this question before I do anything else because I have to think about it. I think things we've discussed already. Kendrick, I think Eminem. I think like Tupac, probably Biggie would be my other choice from the like older head version type stuff. And that's only 4, and I'm already getting super stressed out. I rate Lil Wayne higher than most people do, and I think Lil Wayne isn't probably top 5, but is probably like 6th or 7th. Did I say Jay-Z already? I think Jay-Z probably is like, if Lil Wayne's 6th, I think Jay-Z's probably 7th. I think I'll probably stop there. I'm already super unhappy with my own list. Kendrick having a Pulitzer has to rank him pretty damn high, in my opinion. I mean, it's certainly like item 1 on my list of like evidence for why Kendrick is like potentially the greatest of all time. I mean, Kendrick also has like a... Kendrick has an advantage that in terms of like... Like, I think if Tupac was alive and making music today, I think if Tupac is a part of a different generation, like there's an argument that Tupac would have a Pulitzer type vibe. Kendrick has like a certain like the culture has a receptivity, like Kendrick performed on Ellen DeGeneres. I don't know how else to say this other than like Kendrick performed on Ellen DeGeneres, you know? Yeah. Like there's just a different, like America has a different relationship to rap than it used to by a long ways, but I don't know. Also, like I said a million times, what do I know? All right, I need to keep moving. The Nobelisk stays in my inventory. This thing right here. That, probably, let's get rid of the candy cane. This is just like, I decay what to call this. Is there a question mark? But yeah, I am in utter agreement that, like, I don't think they gave him a Pulitzer for nothing, that's for sure. Okay, we'll put that there. We'll put that there. This stays in our inventory. This stays in our inventory. Where do I put these fucking FICSIT coupons? We'll call this consumables, because then I can call it a coupon. And we'll put a ticket. Nope, we'll put a, we'll put an explosive. Magic or / mats, I think is fine. Then I literally called another one materials. We'll call this, okay, we'll call this one high tech. Call it high tech. We'll change this one to fabric. Why do I care so much about this? I don't know. This is just temporary until we get rid of this shit. Okay, let's go get our stuff and go tear down the hub, and we'll build a new one. It's interesting you grade Eminem's lyrics so low. I'm pretty sure his lyrics are what made him so huge and what solidified his acceptance into the hip-hop world. How do I phrase this? Like, I guess the thing I'm doing is, like, splitting hairs here. But one second. Okay. I would say Eminem's wordplay, his rhyming, which is amazing. I think truly, like, one of the which feels so simplistic to say. Also, I need to build an equipment workshop. This feels so simplistic to say, but I think Eminem has some of the most creative cadence and rhyming of all time, period. Like, I think that's what I would say. His wordplay is how I would phrase it. Eminem's wordplay is, like, truly top tier, maybe one of the greatest. When I think lyricism, I don't think of... Shit, we probably should have just kept that awesome sync here. I don't think of the Eminem style, if that makes sense. I'm probably splitting hairs there. I don't think that's a maybe important distinction, or even a distinction that, like, matters to anyone. You know what I mean? I also think... There's our ma'am. Let's tear down equipment workshop. Let's tear down this. Big day, chat. We're erasing the hub. Okay, and then we should be good, right? We have everything here. I could be super wrong about this, too. When I think lyricism in terms of rap, I think of less the way that, like, I don't think of, and I could be super wrong about this. This could be my flawed understanding of, like, how you have conversations about rap music. But I don't think that lyricism is an umbrella that contains rhyming, wordplay, and, like, cadence and or, like, I think of lyricism as, like, verse level and, like, phrasing level. How else would you phrase it? Like, I keep wanting to say lyricism. Like, craft on a verse and phrasing level. Not that, like, they spit good phrases, or, like, I sound so fucking white saying that. All I'm saying, Ryan, is for a guy that laughed at my quick top 5, you sure agree with me a lot today? Listen. To Pimp a Butterfly and Kendrick in general, we can't see eye to eye. Listen, you're saying we see eye to eye, but we don't see eye to eye. If you're talking shit about Kendrick and or To Pimp a Butterfly, we don't see eye to eye. You might think we do, but we don't. How's that? We'll put wood in there. Hi, Watcher 888. How's it going? How you doing? We don't have to agree on everything. You're allowed to be wrong. I know, right? Like, you got to have a couple things you're wrong about that I can stay better than you for. What? I also think, okay, you know what? I've come up with an example, Mona. I've come up with an example. I think the other thing we haven't talked about here is, like, flow. I am so fucking white. We haven't talked about, like, flow. I would say on the, like, if there was, like, if we're treating this like a, you know, this is like an RPG and they have stats you can pour, like, this is like a D&D campaign and you can pour stats. You roll stats for these different characters. I see what you mean. I would categorize those together. I understand where you're coming from as a writer. I would say Eminem has flow and not as much lyricism. I think he's incredible. Like, again, I really just keep talking myself into Eminem definitely deserves a top 5, which is kind of funny. But here we are. Okay. Do I chuck these in here? No, I just chuck them in here. All right. Let's focus up super quick. Power shards will go in magic. Done. In here we can go. We have more plastic or rubber in here. We don't need it this exact moment. Actually, we'll take 2 so that we can keep building train stuff. Wait, why is this not going? Oh, because this needs power? Probably because it needs power, if I had to guess. I sound so fucking white. If we treat this like a D&D campaign, listen! Hanging in there, enjoying your struggles in Ocarina of Time? Hell yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm enjoying playing it. I'm really enjoying playing it.